So, after spending a couple of days fitting a tow bar, I now see another problem is the height. I mean, this is straight through like where they normally come out. You can only go through there because of the way the tow bar frame fits and everything, but the ball height is now if you take away the carpet under there, you could add another half an inch, and that would be, say, 20.5 inches to the top of the ball, which I think is too high. Reason being, I mean, I need to put a caravan on it and see where it actually sits, but also once you're loaded up with the boot, got stuff in the boot and people in the back, then that will probably bring the height down a little bit. But having said that, I've got new springs to fit, which will of course bring the ride height up, because I mean, mine don't sit too bad, but the springs, when you look at them, they're sitting flat, they're like level all the way through. So I'm looking at maybe fitting a drop plate. This drop plate here, I can clean this up, make it look nice, and I can bring it down from either 3 inches or so and drop it right down. Now I'm wondering, has anyone else done the same? The problem is then that I've found is if I fit a drop plate, I won't get the spare wheel out the back. Because that door, let me open that up. Hang on one sec, let me open the door, I need 2 hands. Okay, we're back. So if I bring that down here, I'm wondering, whether the spare wheel door will actually hit the back plate. I think that, the drop plate, I think that might just clear it, to be honest. I mean, the catch here is very tight when it goes up and in, to the actual tow bar frame that's on there. But getting that spare wheel back in there, it's tight up here. On the frame and everything slides in quite tightly. And if I put a drop plate on and I have to get the spare wheel out, I'm going to have to take the drop plate off, which a bit of pain in the arse on the side of the road, really. But I mean, how often do you need one? The other thing is, I'll just nip outside. So we'll just go out through this door. This is my Land Rover. I've had this 20 years nearly. But I had a lot of trouble with tow bars for this. So I finished up making my own. So for off-roading, all of this is detachable. So it's only a matter of undoing them 4 bolts, to be honest. And everything else, all the framework, it all bolts together. You can just loosen it off, but the whole thing just drops right off. And then my electrics, I'll just pin up out the way in that hole. But the ride height here, the top of the ball, I specifically made this so that this sits at 17.5 inches unladen. So from the ground up, that's 17.5 inches. And that Rover at the moment, it's what did I say, 20 and a half. So that's another 3 inches. If you lift the front of the caravan up another 3 inches, then the back end is going to be sort of very close to the ground on the caravan. So I'm at a bit of a dilemma. Do I just fit a drop plate and hope that I don't get a puncture and have to take it all off just to get the spare wheel out? I think that's the option I'm going to go with. I don't know. I'd love to know all your views, really. I think it needs to come down because when the caravan's on the back of the Land Rover, everything sits nice and level. You know, when you look at it from the side, the caravan is sitting just front to back, nice and level. Whereas it won't be if I put it on the back of the Rover. It'll be sitting nose high, arse end down. My daily drive, by the way. My VRS Octavia. They do go well. But anyway. So yeah, we're back here. I would love to see pictures, photos, or any information on anyone else that's actually fitted a tow bar and, you know, to a P4, and whether they fitted a drop plate to it or not, or do they just stick with it, plonk the caravan on at this height, which was what again, 20, yeah, that would be a good 20 and a half inches easy, probably 20, 21 if I take the carpet out the bloody way. But of course it does need loading up, you know what I mean? There's nothing in the boot at the minute. But having said that, it's on a little bit knackered springs. I mean, they're all right, you know, they work and everything. But I've got new springs here to fit, which will of course bring the back end up more. So I'm thinking drop plate. Anyone else thinking the same?